Larry Stanton, 76, 8942.
Shan Stanton, 75, 2144.
Garland, Texas.
Plano, Texas.
Fun, I guess.
Mine was interesting. We had no electricity, no running water at the beginning. In the 70s, we got running water, got electricity, got an indoor bathroom too.
Dad was a whole lot smarter than me. Mom was real good.
What I remember about my parents is church on Sundays together, and basically that was all we went and did together.
I'd come back home from school, and there was a little cafe off the side of the grocery store Dad owned. I'd crawl up on the pinball machine, and that's where Mom would find me. I wish I'd have spent more time with my granddad. It's hunting and fishing.
Hunting and fishing?
And fishing.
Hand fishing?
Yeah.
What is
Get in the creek and wade in the creek and catch fish that way.
With your
your hands.
Oh, God. No, thank you.
Big fish. Me, I remember just being on the farm with them, getting to go to the fields, learning how to churn butter, milk cows. Your age?
Already had a kid by then.
That's what I was gonna say. I had 2 kids by then.
Worked in metal building business. Then grain elevator business. And then carpet business.
I worked in electronics, IBM machines, cleaned houses, custom built homes. And then after electronics, I worked for the school for a couple of years. 17. We were playing softball in the middle of Ashley Lane, and he came to pick up my best friend's sister for a car date.
And then he
I
ended up
told
like
Connie
you.
then, that's the man I want to marry. Something about him.
I guess going to the races and go to the lake.
Growing up?
Yes, I did. We went to Lake Lalonde. We used to go up there and sleep on the ground. No tents, no nothing.
We as a family started in Texoma in the back of a pickup with a shell on the top of it on sleeping bags. And Shannon, when she was little,
Sleeping in a tent. I don't know.
a book he was reading is how Shannon came up. He wanted to name Shannon Michelle.
Instead of
I
Michelle,
thought it was too long of a name for a little girl. So we decided we wanted a Shannon, and then we named our next child, if we had a girl, Shelley. Lee, L-E-I-G-H, after his family. Lynn, Larry's sister's named Lynn. I had an aunt named Lynn, and I had a great aunt named Lynn. And I loved the hell out of her. So.
Shannon went to school, college, basically without our help, and graduated in 4 years. And Shelley walked in one day and said, "I'm gonna quit cheerleading." Oh, great, quit spending all that money. But I'm gonna join ag, I need to buy a calf. So we didn't have that much money, so her grandpa basically bought the calf for her.
And then what happened to Dagwood after we sold him?
That was the cow's name?
Yeah,
Dagwood?
Dagwood, and Dad processed it. So every time we'd eat hamburgers, I'd say, "Shelley, old Dagwood tastes pretty good."
True.
We were going to the lake all the time, and, well, along with Kelly and Jerry and Donna, and so, but we quit going because the motorcycle gang pretty well took over our spot.
Slightly. It was right after Christmas. Shannon called us and told us we were going to be grandparents.
Yeah, when he was born, they lived in Kirbyville, but she was at Beaumont. So I got elected to go across the street and buy film and get the film developed, et cetera, et cetera. But you, I didn't think your mama was ever gonna have you. Clay called. Seemed like eternity, did it?
It did. We sat around this house.
And then we went up there and seen the Rugrat in Branson. Whenever he finally called, said, "She's here," we already were packed.
All our grandkids, we have been there within hours of the time they were born. Even when you were in Missouri.
Joy.
My grandkids
Yep, I agree with that. And my daughters,
work in a florist shop or a nursery.
I
suite.
wish I was still working.
Mine's Pink Floyd and Queen.
Willie Nelson.
Oh my God, we rode down the
Two or
elevator with
three.
him, didn't even know it was him.
Tell me about one of those concerts.
You can start out.
One of them was at a hotel down in Dallas, and I don't know why we was on the elevator. And anyway, we found out later that was Willie. We should have known who it was, but we
But they had him in the corner of the elevator.
yeah, they kind of had him hid behind the bodyguards or
We
whatever.
couldn't get in the door we were supposed to get in, so they shuffled us back this way. Somehow, some way. It was
That-
like a
We went 3
catering
times.
deal.
Somewhere else we went and saw him.
We went to Fort Worth.
Well, then we went to Fort Worth, the old
That was the biggest disaster.
stockyards. Of course, everybody was over there, and the audience was smoking and drinking.
Slow
Anyway,
down.
Ron got in a fight, and we ended up taking him to the hospital.
The
So
fun-
we missed the concert. Merle Haggard for sure. We saw him,
Are you on?
7 brides for 7 brothers.
Lonesome Dove. We were supposed to start, they were driving cattle from Texas, which they literally basically started in Jacksboro, out by where we deer hunt. And then they went all the way to Montana, and it was a week after week of, it's still on, they're still showing it.
My Uncle Clifton, because he took care of my grandparents when they couldn't do anything.
What about you?
Daddy,
I knew you were gonna say that.
I did too.
he was just real good. Come from a poor family. Started his own business when he was 35 years old. Retired when he was 55. Don't tell me he wasn't smart. Travel. Hawaii. Europe.
Close.
I've never been to California. I'd like
What?
to see California, Yosemite and all that. But California I never did see.
What about you, Mimi?
Somewhere like Seattle, Oregon, or Washington, somewhere up far west, up north. I really always wanted my life was to go to the Red Forest. You know what it's called?
Yosemite, yeah.
There was a certain area that had big trees that they dug holes out of and you drove through.
Actually, they put the road through the tree at Yosemite. I don't know if you know that or not.
It's dead now,
But
but I was
anyway, the road went through the tree. They just cut out
tunnels. July the 13th, 2014. 2 strokes. I'm still alive. I can walk. I can talk. I can think. Pretty much everything I need, but just slow. Snakes.
Dying.
Think snakes are scarier than dying?
Yeah.
Whatever will be, will be.
Amen.
Predestinated.
Hopefully, I'll be remembered as I remember my dad.
Caring, loving, trustworthy. Don't lie.
Don't lie.
It'll catch up with you real
Do you
quick.
think I ever have any great-grandchildren?
As long as we get them out of college, get them started in their success, and then we'll go that route.
A few more years of life. And no heart attacks, no strokes, no cancer. How's that?
I wish for those as well.
Mine is that my 5 grandkids all become successful in whatever they want to be. I'm sorry, my grandkids are very important to me. A 75-year-old woman with 2 beautiful daughters, 5 beautiful grandkids.
76-year-old fat man. I have to agree with Mama. We got a fantastic family.
Very healthy, very lovable. Couldn't ask for much more.
Can I get up now?
Well, it's up to your granddaughter, not me.
Yes, you may.